Fruits are the most elite source of carbs that you can possibly eat. This is a tweet that I sent out the other day, and it's correct. There's a bunch of carbs out there that will cause issues with fasted blood glucose, makes it easier to get fat, which is obviously estrogenic. There's a bunch of carbs with gluten in. Been talking a lot about those recently, or wheat and those kind of things will get in the way of DHT. We can argue about the degree to which they do that, but then fruit, you don't have to worry about that. And you've got the micronutrient density, and you've got some other benefits from some of them. So things like watermelon, pineapple, grapefruit. These things work for various performance things, let's say blood flow, because when on the back of the Cialis tablets it says don't combine this with grapefruit. Like, they wouldn't say that if grapefruit didn't do anything. And so when the back of these drugs, say that, that's a clue that these fruits actually do something. So if that's your goal, if you want more blood flow, that kind of thing, definitely have those fruits. Have them every day. Have them pre-workout, especially if you're going to do some cardio, especially if you're doing leg training. Because if you combine those things that dilate the blood vessels in ways that oats will never do, with like high rep leg workouts, and especially things like HIIT, like sprints, that's a really good combination for opening the blood vessels, and do that on a regular basis. That's only going to benefit you. And then you've got things like bananas, berries, oranges, things that are either full of antioxidants, or they're very, very good for refilling muscle glycogen stores very quickly, pre-workout, post-workout, with some kind of protein source. And again, and the fiber, and they fill you up, tons of nutrients. Oats are okay. Rice, basmati rice is pretty decent. Sweet potatoes are very good. But they don't have the same level of nutrients as fruits do. They don't have the vitamin C, they don't have the antioxidants, they don't have the blood flow benefits, and they do tend to interfere with digestive health. Can't talk today. What other fruits are? So that's good for muscle gain as well. The rapid glycogen replenishment is very, very important for muscle gain, combined with protein. Combine it with creatine as well for the glycogen stores. And creatine's also another thing for DHT. Those of you who have the DHT Dominator, you'll know. And so you can tie all this stuff in together, and you've got a really nice pre and post workout meal and shake as well, depending on how you do it. Other goals that a lot of guys have, things like focusing at work, even trying to get more work done, ambition, drive, that kind of stuff. If your second brain, essentially your stomach, that's what it is. If it's all clogged up all the time because of gluten or starchy carbs in general, your actual brain isn't going to be focused or as focused. Whereas with fruit, you literally just don't have that problem at all. And it's easier for fat loss. There's just so many benefits. Fruit is number one. I would say potatoes and sweet potatoes would be number two. And then if you are one of those guys that really needs more carbs, you're, as I've said in a previous video, you don't need to bulk if you're 14% body fat. It's crazy, you'll just get fat. But if you are like genuinely 7 or 8% body fat, not skinny fat, you're genuinely skinny, and you need more carbs, and fruit's just not doing it for you, basmati rice would then be the next one. rice is going to be the least problematic from a digestive standpoint for most people. Then it would be the other stuff, oats, and then bread and pasta is way down here, and then junk food, avoid. But that would be it. Fruits is number one. And again, there's a reason I include fruits in basically all of the meal plans I write. Fruits are elite. It's nothing but benefits, whether it's the bedroom stuff, muscle gain, or keeping your brain sharp. You wouldn't want to have a bunch of oats first thing in the morning. I mean, that's disaster waiting to happen. But yeah, that's it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one.